The corner, the corner, the corner. Hey, welcome. Come on into Cousin Ed's Corner. This podcast is where you'll find real, authentic conversation, organic conversation, unscripted, unfiltered conversation, like you're home with your cousin. It's all about life. It's about finance. It's about spirituality. It's about love and everything in between. I'm your host, Cousin Ed. I'm excited to bring you along on this journey. So sit back and listen in as we dive into a wide range of topics. I have some diverse guests coming on with an array of thoughts and opinions. My goal is to create a space all for us to connect and communicate. It's not really about me. It's about the community as a whole. Let's enjoy it. Let's sit back. Let's think about our past. Let's move into our future. It's about the corner, the corner, the corner. So no matter how you cut it or slice it, we're all here together. I'm just here to give you a piece of my heart, my mind, my soul, and my mentals. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Cousin Ed's Corner. The corner, the corner, the corner. Yes, ma'am. What's going on? Let's be back again, Cousin Ed's Corner. And today is another special show, another special episode. We have a new family member that we just, invited over to Cousin Ed's Corner. And she's inspiring. She's like my little cousin. Just coming to the neighborhood that just, we just united. But Dr. Harris, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. So I'll give everybody a backdrop. I found this, the internet is good and bad. I love the internet now, but I used to hate it, but it's good. You get to find people on the internet that are doing big things. And Dr. Harris, Cristen, right? Cristen
Yeah.
Harris. Cristen Harris, when I first found her, she was going through her doctoral program, and she was about to graduate, and I followed along as the steps and different posts that she made after she graduated and everything. And I was kind of selfish in it because my daughter also wants to be a physical therapist. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to send these posts to my daughter. And as I found it as being inspiring, I said, I want to bring you on the show to inspire other young ladies to go out and just show your excellence. So congratulations on obtaining your doctor's degree. And congratulations on all your success. I'd like to learn a little bit more about you. What got you to this point? I always ask everybody to, tell us a little about yourself. I don't want to hear the pamper stories, but just, from where you started. I think you, the DMV area up to the time going to college and now being a doctor.
Ooh, okay, a lot to unpack. But I guess it all started when I was in high school. I was about 15, 16, and I originally wanted to be an athletic trainer. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want to just treat athletes. I want to be able to treat the full population. I always had a passion to serve the community. That's just in my blood. Like, I've been doing that since I was little. And so when I, got around to thinking about, okay, do I want to do athletic training? Do I want to be anything else? My mom and I sat down and basically we were just like, let's look into, something else. So physical therapy popped up and you could be a doctor. And I was like, oh, that sounds even better. Because at the time they weren't like, highlighting that you could get your doctorate in athletic training, which you can. Okay. You can pretty much get your doctorate in a lot of different things nowadays. But so that's where kind of like my passion came from, just serving the community always. And then I always was helping my grandmother a lot in high school, helping my mom with her and everything. And she had a PT come to her home. And so I was like, oh, I don't necessarily want to go to people's homes, but I do want to, make people feel better, get people moving and all the things. So It kind of started there, and then I started volunteering. I started at clinics. I started to really like network in the community and, you know, see who could take a high school student. Now it's easier to do. You could just call up and say, hey, I need some volunteer hours, and they'll be like, all right. But back when I was in high school, it wasn't that easy. People weren't just taking high school students just to shadow. So over time, they, you know, ended up liking me, and they were like, hey, you want to work? I said, sure. So I became like one of the aides or the techs that just kind of helped the physical therapist with patients and things like that. And then moving from there, and I also played sports in high school, so that played another role, and, you know, added that to why I wanted to be a PT. I had back injury, you know, all the things. But I ran track and played volleyball, so those were my two, and that's a lot of jumping on the knees and all the everything. So from there, went on to college and everything. I originally wanted to do exercise science. That was a journey and struggle in itself, because I was told basically like, hey, you need to change your major. You're not going to be able to do this career. You're not going to be able to, you know, be a physical therapist. You might as well think about something else. I was told that by, you know, people that worked with athletes at this school. So it was like, you're supposed to be helping me and, you know, guiding me and, you know, moving towards like, you know, being a good adult in the world. But it was like everything, every way, which way I turned, it was like, no, you're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. And I'm like, well, I'm not that type of person that listens to no. So I kept my same dream. I was like, no, I'm gonna be a PT. I don't care what nobody says. So I ended up minoring in exercise science in undergrad, and then having a bachelor's in sociology. So, which just still learning about people, still learning about that, you know, economy and all the things, but it wasn't my passion. So moving on from then, I went through a whole nother journey. I applied to 12 schools, or 13 technically. I didn't get into any school. I applied to HBCUs, I applied to PWIs, I applied everywhere. No, this was still for PT school.
Okay.
So, yeah, so for PT school. So because at the time I wasn't even thinking about my master's. I was like, I'm going straight to PT school, because you don't necessarily need a master's. You can go straight out of undergrad. But so that happened, and I was like, man, I'm not getting into no schools. Like, nobody wants me. I was like, this is crazy. So I finally got into the school that I actually just graduated from. So it ended up being a full circle moment. Like, it was supposed to be where I was supposed to be. And then, yeah, so it just kind of all worked out in the end. But it was definitely a journey. I would never sugarcoat anything that I had to deal with, because people are dealing with that every day. And I even talked to other like physical therapy students. A lot of them had similar stories, but it's actually crazy to think about, you know, being a minority in this field. It's only 5% of Black people within the physical therapy world. So, yeah.
Definitely inspirational. Now, from high school to getting your doctorate, how long did that take?
Ooh. So I was in school for 5 years. I actually tore my ACL. I played volleyball in college, got a scholarship to play, and tore my ACL. And I stayed an extra year to play in the next season. And then after that, it was probably like a couple years, because I then thought about getting my master's. I was like, well, I still want to open my own clinic. I still want to own my own business. I don't need to be a PT to open my own PT clinic. So I ended up getting my MBA in healthcare management. And so that was just like a plus.
So you got your MBA also?
Yeah.
Let's see if this will work. It might not work. Let me see. I haven't tried this in a while. Let's see here.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I had to put that in there. Yeah. It's amazing. So you had your MBA, And you're still going for your doctorate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So when all else failed, it was like I was still going to be a business owner. I was still going to be a powerful Black woman. Like that's always been, in my family, we have very strong women in our family, and everybody has done something, like whether it's helping people, whether it's being an educator, whether it's being a business owner or what have you. We have very, very strong women on both sides of my family, on my mom and dad's side. My grandmother's, like all my maternal, like everything, like everybody was just like very strong-willed. Yes, so it's just in my nature. I had to keep it going.
So the 13 schools you applied to, you said that only one out of the 13. Are you going to send letters to the other ones? Tell them thank you for making me pick the right school.
Well, you want to know something? It's crazy because I'm the type of person to figure out why I didn't get accepted or why I got rejected, or I'm immediately like, well, why didn't I get in? Like, tell me why so I can do better, so that, if I want to apply again or if I want to do something again, then I know what to do different. And a lot of them were just like, oh, we're just not accepting, your GPA wasn't that high and this, that, and the third. But I had a GPA. I had the GPA to get in. I had all the observational hours, all the things. Like, I put in so much work. Like, I had like 5 jobs at the same time, trying to pay for classes, to retake classes to get an A. Like, mind you, I had a B. Like, it's that competitive. Just to get a higher GPA. So you're not going to tell me that I can't get in. You need to give me a reason why.
I would write those 8 people back and say thank you. Yeah. Look at me now. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. And then that professor who said that you need to switch your degree, I would definitely send them a nice black cake. I would send them a black cake and say, look at me now.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, like I said, I'm selfish in this interview because my daughter plays volleyball. She also does track. She does shot put and discus, and she's inspiring to be you.
Oh.
So I want you to know that other young ladies out here, other young girls can look up to you and see what you're doing. So I wanted to highlight you on that accomplishment.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I love just getting the word out that, they're not the only ones. Like, we're not the only ones out here. Everybody, not a lot of people. I was just talking to my professor the other day. I was like, not a lot of people share their story. And I think it's, doing a disservice, because there's people like me who didn't have, the guidance or what to do. Like, I never knew how I got to PT school. Like, I had to figure all of that out on my own, and nobody was there to truly, truly guide me through what I needed to do, what I needed to get done. I figured all of that out on my own. I was Googling, I was doing all the things, obviously using my networking.
It's before ChatGPT. You couldn't even chat it.
Okay. You had to text, call. You had to call every office. They're telling you, no, you can't do hours here. You can't do. I had to figure all of that out on my own, and it was only because my mom went to physical therapy that I had a connection with that PT. Like, it was crazy, like how I got to, figuring out all of these things. So, like, I'm glad that I'm able to. Obviously, social media is a huge factor nowadays, where people attend school, or oh, what's it like, or how's this person doing it, like following behind that those footsteps. So I'm glad that it's a thing, and I'm able to just kind of be vocal about it. I'm very outgoing, so I'll say whatever.
I'm definitely glad you came on Cousin Ed's Corner. What would you in some, I'm not saying closing words, but in some words, what would you tell a young lady, not only ladies, but young person that wants to inspire to be a PT doctor, a doctor of PT?
I would definitely say be confident. Like you're just as smart as the other person in the room. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're less than. I know at times I felt like that, but which was very hard to sit in rooms where it was like only one of me or maybe three of us, because there was only four of us in our cohort in our class. So yeah. But yeah, I would definitely just say, I mean, like, you know what you know, like study hard, do all the things. If you want it, go get it. Like nobody's going to tell you otherwise. If you have your eye on the prize, stay focused and you could do it. So
did you have any mentors throughout the process?
I have a couple. One that I can think of off the top of my head, my friend Rachel. She was a really good mentor, at least just to reach out and like, hey, am I doing this right? Oh, because she's also a PT. She went to a HBCU. I believe she went to Hampton. So she went there for PT school. And she's very blunt, very straightforward. Like, you need to do this. This is what you do. I'm like, okay, yes. What else? But I also worked with her. So she was definitely one of the ones that I could like reach out to, and at least just if it's a question or whatever, she always had an answer for it, and she was there to kind of just be my, support when I needed it. There were other PTs along the way or people along the way that kind of just like gave me support, and if they knew somebody, they would send me over to them, and I'm like, hey, this is Cristen. What can I do?
So I saw on your profile, it says your Texas is next, Dallas?
So I was just in Texas.
Okay.
Our program, I know a lot of programs are different, but our program, we have 5 clinical rotations within our program or within our period of schooling. And then, so we had 2 part-times and then 3 full-time rotations. I know some schools are like 3 rotations or what have you, but they want us to be in full-time. But I was just in Texas. I loved it. I have family in Texas, and the clinic was down the street, so it was very convenient. So I didn't have to come too much out of pocket to live anywhere.
And that's part of getting the degree?
Yeah. It's a requirement for our program to do these like clinical rotations or experiences to just get your feet wet and work with patients and things like that.
So what is next for Dr. Harris?
Well, next is me taking my board exam in July.
Okay.
So seeing that I passed that, because I will, I will be working probably starting in August. Yes, manifestation is key. But I'll be starting in August. I actually had an interview today and she was like, I really love you. And I was like, okay, great. So we'll see what she offers.
And you're back in the DC area now?
Yes.
Okay. And you still want to open your own clinic?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent. I know a couple of PT got from sports and everything. I know a lot of them do a lot of the tournaments and stuff on weekends, and some of them have rotation at schools and things like that. So that's through sports, but you can also, like you said, do in-home, or maybe not go in-home, but have people come into the clinic and stuff like that. So you have a wide range of things you can actually do right now.
Absolutely. There's so many different specializations in physical therapy. Like you can do wound care, you can do oncology, you can do orthopedics, and like you mentioned, sports medicine or sports ortho PT, or I actually want to do pelvic floor physical therapy and ortho. So those are the 2 that kind of go hand in hand, and they just make sense to me. So I like them, and we're going to stick with that. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, I didn't want to keep you long. I wanted to invite you to Cousin Ed's Corner anytime you'd like to come back out and tell us what's going on with you and what's next. We want to congratulate you and applaud your success and continued success, because, like I said, you are doing big things in our community. And when my sister wins, we all win. So you are winning right now, and we appreciate everything you're doing and inspiring other people.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yes. You don't look of age, so I'm going to say the Kool-Aid's in the refrigerator, okay? The Kool-Aid. So, and tell your mama and them the brown is up top and the clear is in the cabinet. All right.
Okay, got it.
All right. It's been fun having you. Tell everybody where they can find you at, and if they want to send a congratulations or something, tell them where they can find you at.
Yeah, so my Instagram and TikTok. My Instagram is I am Dr. Harris. I just recently changed it because we are no longer becoming. We are a doctor. And then TikTok is Cristen Harris. So, yep, my first and middle name.
Excellent. And then soon you have your own website, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm speaking, right?
Yeah. It's coming.
Have your own website so they can come find you there and keep up with everything you're doing. You're gonna write a book and tell everybody how you made it this far. All these things are coming. I'm speaking right now.
Of course.
And you have a home to come back and tell us when all that stuff happens.
Love it.
All right, fam. It's your boy, Cousin Ed. Definitely reach out. 762-333-2032. That's 762-333-2032. Leave a voicemail for her. I'll definitely play it back on another show for her, or I'll forward it to her. We got to celebrate our youth, our people that's doing great things, and encourage them as well. We can't just sit on the sideline and see them do it, but not encourage them as well. So definitely reach out, encourage her, and keep her spirits up and keep her going. All right. I love each and every one of y'all. Nothing you can do about it. We out of here. Peace.
Hey cousins, this is Dr. Cristen Harris, new grad, doctor of physical therapy, content creator, and podcast host of I Got It Thanks. Come celebrate the wins, the growth, and the power of sisterhood with me and Cousin Ed at Cousin Ed's Corner Podcast.
Hey y'all, Aisha here, founder and CEO of the Sistahs in Business Expo, the country's only multi-city small business expo and community created to celebrate and educate entrepreneurial women of color. Be sure to tune in to the next episode of Cousin Ed's Corner. And remember, when my sister wins, we all win.
This episode of Cousin Ed's Corner was brought to you by the Sistah Shop. Please be sure to visit them at thesistahshop.com. That's thesistahshop.com. Thesistahshop.com. Thank you for listening to Cousin Ed's Corner.